Yo guys, this is Mr. ETV20, and today we're going to be reviewing Kingdom Hearts 1 for the PS2. Kingdom Hearts is known for being one of the greatest and the most complicated series of its time, and for good reason. But we're going to be sticking with the first installment, Kingdom Hearts 1, of course, and trust me, when I go into the story, this is as simple as it's going to get, so better pay attention. Okay, so the game starts out, besides that really weird whole CGI cutscene, I really have no idea what's even going on in there. I think they're trying to explain the game, kinda, in like a AMV kind of way, but it just came off as weird. Really catchy music, I'm gonna get you that, but just really weird. Anyways, the game starts out in this really dark place. It's really Final Fantasy-esque when it comes to the whole Final Fantasy Disney mixture thing. Yes, I said that Final Fantasy and Disney is together on this one. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can something as badass and as grown up as Final Fantasy mix in with Disney? Probably not too well, and this game can probably show you that what I'm saying is quite true. But by the end of this review, I'm sure that you can see it my way. Anyways, when you're starting out in this whole dark Final Fantasy place with little stained glass floors, which doesn't seem safe at all, epic, but not very safe. Actually later down the road in the series, it kinda implies that this place is Sora's heart. So I'm not sure if he's dreaming about being in his heart, or when he dreams he's always in his heart, but this seemed like the first time he was there, so I guess this is just a special instance where it happens. I'm not sure exactly why he's there or how they get there, but I guess it's in Sora's heart. Anyways, it's pretty much a tutorial stage in the game. It teaches you the basics, how to do magic and how to attack, which isn't that hard to teach you, since throughout the game all you have to do is pretty much mash attack, and well, you get through pretty much anything. Just keep pressing attack like any other RPG, and well, you win the game. Simple. Anyways, after you're done with the tutorial, it all turns out that it's a dream, and you start doing your regular old RPG tasks by collecting things, which is the only time it's actually mandatory to collect things, if I really think of anything. All the other collectathons are more side quests, which I actually I like. Anyways, the other things in the beginning of the game are just there to break you in on how the game works. The combat system, more moving, jumping, climbing, the works. You even get to fight a couple of cameos in that game. You can fight, I'm pretty sure they came from Final Fantasy X. I'm pretty sure. I think it's Tidus, Wakka, and that other girl in the yellow dress. For some reason, they're kids, and I guess that means that the Kingdom Hearts 1 took place in Destiny Island long before Final Fantasy X? Or I guess that maybe Kingdom Hearts isn't canon at all. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I guess it's convenience for the plot, even though throughout the whole game you don't see them ever again. They were just cameos for that one time. But, whatever. I guess that's cool. I mean, I would like to see Tidus or Wakka, by my side or something fighting. Instead, I get Donald and Goofy, and Donald's a black mage, and I guess Goofy's a warrior, except not, because he doesn't have a sword. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Eventually, when you go about doing your little side missions to break yourself into the game, shit gets batshit crazy really fast, okay? It turns nighttime, and suddenly these small little demonic monkey things start spewing from the ground. These are called Heartless. Heartless can come in many shapes and sizes. You have your big Heartless, you have your small Heartless, and you have those really annoying Heartless that just kick your ass for no good reason. You experience those in the later half of the game. Anyways, the Heartless that you encounter first are, well, as they should be, the small Heartless. And to this point, they're expecting you to, just fight your way past the Heartless, and another way to help you break yourself in the game. You're going to be doing that a lot. Heartless popping up it's like its own way of random encounters in a regular RPG. It's really annoying, but luckily you can run away. But most of the time they'll just hurt you while you're trying to run away, and you lose life for that. Damn it. But normally you should go to a little point that progresses the story, but as a friend of mine has done, you know who you are, you can easily grind your way to about level 20 and higher. My friend did this, and my god, was I surprised when I saw him this early in the game, and he was at like level, I think, 14 or 15. He could have easily gone up more, even more, and went to 20, but, thank god he stopped, for better or for worse. Anyways, when you get to your plot progression points, you find Riku, who is introduced in the beginning of the game, to be swallowed up by the darkness. I have no idea why. Ooh, mystery. And after reaching out for him and failing like Sora usually does, you are plunged out of your world and into another, this world being Traverse Town, where you are dubbed the Keyblade Wielder. This is where Donald and Goofy comes in, because apparently King Mickey somehow knew what was going on, and he asked Donald and Goofy to go out of their world, the Disney World I suppose. That actually works well. Disney World is the little world and the stuff. Yeah, apparently each Disney story is technically a small world where they're imprisoned forever, trapped, only to relive their small experiences over and over again with no recollection of exactly what had happened. Or at least that's just what I'm telling myself, because I have no idea why they decided to do that kind of thing for all my Disney movies. However, with the orders of King Mickey, Donald and Goofy jumps into their gummy ship and space travels out to Traverse Town to find Sora, who is the Keyblade Wielder. Eventually they find him and they all team up to fix the keyholes. It was also said in the beginning that they shouldn't go around meddling with what's going on in each world, which really they just throw that out of the window. As soon as literally as soon as they said it, they started meddling in what's going on, and now all of a sudden it gave the writers creative license, I guess, to mess around with whatever's happening in the original story and make some kind of Kingdom Hearts Abridged series. I mean, really, I played the Aladdin level in this game, and then I went around to actually watch the original Aladdin Disney movie, and they are totally different, like incredibly different. It's actually kind of sad. I mean, it's almost as if they didn't even try, really. So eventually Sora and the gang seals all the keyholes and makes their way to this giant upside down Final Fantasy-like castle thing, which is apparently where all Final Fantasy 7 and 8 characters came from. They treat the place like they've been here before. So through the whole game it was pretty much all Disney. It was Disney themed worlds and everything, which, just to add to another fact, throughout the series I do notice that the Disney aspects, Disney worlds, really don't do anything for the story overall. I mean, I feel as if like the Disney worlds can easily just be taken out and replaced with anything else and the story will stay the same. Like, the keyholes were there just for the Disney worlds, just to shoehorn Disney into the original Final Fantasy-esque kind of story going on. And I guess Donald and Goofy too. But I mean, I guess that Disney is a little shallow when it comes to story-driven aspects, but you could have done a little better. Again, it's like they're not even trying. Anyways, when they go to this big-ass castle thing, the cutscene that you're about to see really shows how friendship overcomes everything, every obstacle, because as soon as Riku comes, shoves Sora down to the ground, takes his Keyblade, and runs off with his friends. Oh, but he said it was sorry, so it's alright. Thanks guys. Remember that time we killed a giant armored ghost monster together? And a giant possessed lion's head? That was something, right? No? Okay, you gonna just leave me? Cool. So after they left, it just left Sora with a wooden stick, which I guess he was holding in his third hand the whole time. Which is another thing, I have no idea why RPGs have these characters who has these large inventories who seem to be stuck within, I guess, trans space or whatever. I have no idea where they put all that stuff. Maybe they have a bank somewhere that they go back and deposit and withdraw. I don't know, I'm just trying to make up shit. Anyways, the stick is pitiful. It's horrible. It's the same stick that you had in the beginning of the game, and it sucks compared to these high-leveled freaking monsters. Luckily, you still have all your skills and tactics that you acquired over the game, but they really don't do anything. They still kind of suck because you have the suckiest weapon in the game. I'll watch you go on YouTube and find somebody hack their way into beating the final boss with that stick, but trust me on this one, the stick sucks. But luckily you have Beast with you to fight all your battles. So there's that. Eventually Sora finds Riku again, and with the power of friendship, brings his Keyblade back to him or something. I'm not sure exactly how the Keyblade loyalty thing works, but he manages to bring the Keyblade back to him and kick Riku's ass once and for all. Yeah, I have no idea how good that felt. He was like, yep, this is for beating me 32 times in a race, this is for beating me 82 times in a one-on-one fight. Here we go. Gonna beat Riku once and for all. Not once and for all, because we have a second fight with Riku at the top of the castle, which is a real bitch to fight, especially in hard mode. Alright, the fight isn't necessarily that hard, even in hard mode, but the worst part about the fight, you also will see how horrible and how hard a fight may be when you fight Maleficent for the first time, her second form in the first time. The hardest part of the game is that if you slip up and die, you have to go through the cutscene again. You can't skip cutscenes. The whole time is a huge ass cutscene, just like, oh, yep, you have to watch this. By the way, you have to watch this, because if you don't, then you won't understand what's going on, and that's very important. It's a very story-driven game, so you have to understand what's going on at all times. So we can't let you skip it. We will not let you skip it at all. You can get a drink, you could order some pizza, and the pizza will be delivered. You can fix a freaking sandwich, and this freaking thing will still be up and playing. Every single time. God damn it. That was just so freaking stupid. How could they do so many things with this game? Some they did right. So many things with this game. And then mess up on something so basic. Ah, God. Luckily they fixed that in Kingdom Hearts 2, mind you, but we're not talking about Kingdom Hearts 2. That's for another time. At any rate, after a very suggestive cutscene, you can defeat Riku and go on with the plot. At this point, the game is coming to a close, and you're going into the final world, which is fittingly called End of the World, which is pretty much what it's gonna be if you play this game. See what I did there? It's supposed to be funny. Well, after a whole bunch of trials and errors and really epic-looking gauntlets of Heartless, and then, get this, the most unoriginal thing you can possibly do in a video game. They have you go through a gauntlet of Heartless in every world that you've been to, except for it's in this whole eerie setting. Yes, it's the exact same world as every world that you've been to, except you're only restricted to one spot and you have to defeat a certain amount of Heartless to progress. Why would they put that there? What is the point of putting that there? You already went through all the worlds, but now you have to go through them again, except you're restricted to one spot and you have to defeat Heartless like you've been doing the whole game again. What is that even supposed to do? What is the point of that? You could have easily taken that out and nothing would have been changed. That right there is is a waste of programming. That effort right there into building that whole stage of gauntlets of Heartless and stuff, that could have been put into putting a skip function in your cutscenes. But no, what do I know? I don't program games. I guess that I would never know why they did that. God, hate this game. Anyways, after going through all that mess, you can save your game and enter into the final stage, which, when you beat, it doesn't actually matter. At the end, when you beat it, it's not going to let you save. It's just going to show you your progress and tell you how pitiful of a player you've been throughout the whole game. And then you have to manually turn off your game or restart it or whatever, and do whatever else you like in the game. What I wanted to say though about the final boss in this game is I really think that the first form is harder than the second one, because in the second one it's all just, you know, Final Fantasy epicness, if you can call it that. Well, yeah, it's pretty much epicness. At that point, you're floating around, which is, I don't know why they would really do that. For some reason, Sora can now fly like he did in Wonderland. I wish he could do that normally, but I guess that he just found the Disney magic at that point. Actually, I think that would have been nice. In Peter Pan's world, you can easily fly around. It's showing you that you could easily do that, and it can, you know, it would be cool to have that, but when you're in any other world, you can't do that. You only glide, and then super glide. Why would they taunt me with such a cool ability and then give me a watered down version for everything else? And then have me have the awesome ability again at the final level? That's just... hate that. I really do. But the second form really isn't that hard. You start out without Donald or Goofy. You just, you know, hit a couple things again. Just press A to win. And recover your friends and then kick his ass again. It's pretty simple. I'm pretty sure that if you play the game, it's pretty cut and dry how it happens. And following the easiest final boss you will ever play in an RPG, you are greeted by possibly the most heart-wrenching ending ever. Seriously, first time playing this, I almost cried. I almost cried. And I was just thinking, oh my god. You know, it's so sad because Sora is, you know, about to leave Kairi seemingly forever. You never know when he's gonna see him again. And it's just so sad. And especially when the music's playing, and it's so beautiful. That also another thing that I like to give props on the Final Fantasy side of Kingdom Hearts is that they really know how to make their cutscenes. They even made Donald and Goofy look kinda normal, but they still clash a lot with, you know, what's going on with everyone else that's being in proportion. Generally, I'm going to be really freaked out if I see them in real life, you know, in comparison to what they are to Sora and everything. But yeah, simple and clean, along with that whole cutscene ending. That was sad. And then right there, you beat the game. Unless you are a real freak and you decide to 100% everything, including getting all the puppies and getting the ultimate weapon and synthesizing everything and, you know, all that jazz, you can get a secret cutscene, which I have never bothered to get because I hate 100%ing things. But the cutscene is pretty much a nod to what's supposed to be happening in the sequel of the game, Kingdom Hearts 2. Even though the technical sequel of that game was Kingdom Hearts ReChain Memories, it had nothing to do with that cutscene. Still, I guess that the coats and the organization coats and ReChain Memories are, you know, kind of reminiscent, but really, it had nothing to do with what was going on. And that's pretty much it. That's Kingdom Hearts in my own little upgraded version. Let's see, is there anything else I want to talk about? Actually, yes. One of the things I don't like about Kingdom Hearts is probably that Sora's outfit, although charming and childish, is really, well, inconsistent. It's like, what is that? What the hell is going on? I'm not the fashion police, but if I was, I would send that kid away forever. It gets a lot better in Kingdom Hearts 2, but really, what the hell was up with that whole design? It looks cool on him. I guess that he pulls it off pretty well for what it is, but you see anybody else walking down the street like that, you're gonna point and laugh. Another thing I don't like about the game is probably the fact that since the beginning of the game, you can't go to that Disney World that's always taunting you. You know, it's just the world that Donald and Goofy came from. For some reason, it's right there behind Traverse Town, but they won't let you go there. I don't know if there's some kind of way that that you can enable it, but I haven't found a way normally in my normal playthrough. And if there is no way to get there without cheats, then I really have no idea why they put it there. Why would they even put it there if you can't go there? Just taunting you. Or maybe they simply forgot about it. Like they forgot to put a skip function in your cutscenes. I don't know. You tell me. I don't like how all the worlds seem to be very desolate. There don't seem to be anybody really there. I can get it. I can understand when you're in the middle of the jungle. I can understand when you're in the middle of Wonderland. Like, technically, I think there should be more things happening in Wonderland. But I can understand when you're in the middle of a pirate ship or something, somewhere you don't really expect to see too many people. But the Aladdin world really has no excuse. Okay, you're in the middle of a freaking Arabian city. There should be people going around, walking around, buying stuff, causing trouble. Alright, there could be the limitations of the PS2 and everything, but when you walk down the Aladdin world, you really, it's just nobody there. There's absolutely nobody around. And when you actually do find somebody there, running around, even Aladdin running around, it looks kind of eerie. Just him running around what's supposed to be a place with a whole bunch of hustle and bustle, but then nothing there. There is nothing in every world except the Heartless for you to fight. And I don't know, it just bothers me, really, at least for the Aladdin world. The worlds need more things going on with them, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I wish that you could refight bosses. Now, they could easily do that too. They could easily just put the bosses and the Colosseum levels in the Hercules world. They just would have put it there in the final 100 fighter tournament thing. They could have easily put all the bosses you fought before in there. They put the Behemoth in there. Why not the card guy from Wonderland level? That guy was fun to fight. Why did you only have to fight him once and then that's it forever? I don't like how the system, the little menu bar on the side of the screen is when you had to select doing your special attack, just regular attacking, and then going down or pressing right, then scrolling down your huge list of magics that you possibly do, and at that point you're probably going to get hurt and then mess up everything, so you can't, really attack with your magic like you wanted to. Now, this could easily have been fixed with the whole, I think, holding R1 and then pressing a button so you can, easily use magic. But sometimes I found myself having 3 simply isn't enough. Now, I don't know if you can put this alongside as tactics or something, but I would have liked it a lot better if they had it like all the buttons could be used so you can perform magic on the dime. Maybe not all the buttons, but more than just 3. Let's see, I want the side missions to be more interesting. I want to ride a chocobo, and I would like the abridged Kingdom Hearts stories to be more symbolic to the original Disney tales. But through everything I said, I suppose the game does have some charm to it. It has to, considering it has so many fans, so many loyal fans. But for me personally, I'm not feeling it. So I hope you respect my opinion when I give the verdict for this game. For Kingdom Hearts 1, I give this game a 9.2 out of 10. It would have been possibly a 9.7 or 9.8 if it wasn't for the fact that you can't skip the cutscenes. Anyways, that's just about it for me, guys. If you liked what you saw and heard, then why don't you like and subscribe? Also, if you check out my channel, you can see this awesome Choose Your Own Adventure game, which is growing as we speak. So make sure you check that out on my channel. I think you'll like it. So, without any further ado, I would like you to enjoy your next video. Bye.